everybody, it's Hannah Fletcher with Muse TV, and I am here speaking with Saint Heart. I am so excited to be speaking with you today.
Hello.
Hello. I love your outfit, by the way. I'm loving the pink. I'm loving the pink lip. You just look so pretty.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Absolutely. Well, I'm honored to be able to speak with you today. You've had such a great and illustrious career. I would love to just always start. I love with a good old-fashioned origin story. I know that you're from Texas. I know that you're in LA now, but walk me through what was the journey like getting here? And obviously, you're a singer and an actress as well. What has that journey been like for you?
I would say I just was destined for something bigger. And I was doing a lot of modeling in Texas and I was like partying with my friends and I'm like, I'm born for something bigger than this. I gotta leave. And I told my friends I was leaving. They'd be like, oh, you'll be back in a year. And it's been about 10 years since they said that. And I did get scared at first because I didn't know anybody. I moved out here with $2,000 in my pocket, no job. I found a place on Craigslist, these frat girls, like it was just like a tragic story with them. They were just so rude to me, but I found my way. I got a good job. I became an assistant for a really big designer. And then I started doing fit modeling for him. And then he just really liked my personality, so he kept me around for a long time. And I just worked my way in. And then I met my music producer, Andrew Lane, at an event. And you know, one thing about being, spontaneous, he asked me, can do you have a record? Do you have a demo? And I'm like, no, but I can sing for you in your ear right now. So any singers out there that are very confident in their talent, take advantage of that. Don't be shy, especially if you see a big producer. Be like, this is your opportunity. You're going to take it. And I took that opportunity. And that's actually how I found my manager as well, is because of how fearless I was. So I sang to him in his ear. And then we got in the studio like 2 weeks later, recorded a record, which is probably like not my favorite record, but it was my first one. And from there, I was just like, I told my manager, I trust him with all my heart. And he was like, I want to bring you to the next level. I'm going to bring you to a big producer. You're going to create your own sound. So I created the tribal pop. It was like Native American pop music. My dad's 10% Comanche. So
Mhm.
I was including my heritage with pop music. And the only person that's really ever done that was Cher, I see. And I love Cher. And I actually remade Half Breed, but I never released it yet. Not yet. It's
Not
not
yet.
the time yet. Not yet. But yeah, I would just say I just came with a suitcase and a dream. Honestly, I've been here and I've been pursuing my dreams. Yeah, there's been hard times, but there's nothing else I would do. And I wish I left sooner, to be honest.
I love your story though, and thank you for also like really giving the details. I really want to touch on that idea of the suitcase and the dream, but also the idea of being fearless too. That's something that I think is really important, and it's something that I've personally found like just navigating this industry and meeting others, and even just like my own journey being out here too. I think that that's a really, really big thing to commend you on is the fact that you're so fearless. Like you said, you may not have this material, or you may not have something pre-recorded. The fact that you were even willing to sing, that speaks volumes. And then obviously the talent aspect of everything as well. You're good at what you do. That always helps as well. But I think that that's absolutely incredible that you were able to do that, and that you continue to tell that story too, because I think a lot of people always get caught up in the idea that like you have to show for what you can do out here, and you kind of do for the most part, but when you have exceptions like that, that's what really lights a fire and gives other people hope. That's awesome.
Definitely.
I love
Definitely.
that. That's
No
incredible.
one told me. I just did it.
You
And
just did it. Yeah, you have to. You kind of
yeah,
have to make your own way. Like you said, you wish that you came out sooner. I'm glad that you did what you did, though, and that obviously you're out here now. It really fits for you, and I love that for you. That's so
thank
cool.
you.
Thanks for
Thank you.
sharing.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. I mean, the thing I would give people, advice about is just go for it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, try something different. Like I changed my name to Saint Heart because Heart Hayes was, owned by Universal and I had to rebrand myself and it was just a really difficult thing, but rejection is protection as well. So I feel like, becoming Saint Heart was like a really big change in my life that I felt like she's always been inside there, but I brought her out with my music and now my acting. So yeah,
That's awesome.
definitely, it was definitely hard.
I bet. I love your name though. That was one of the things that I did want to end up touching on, and you kind of hit the nail right on the head. I love the name Saint Heart. I'm curious, just from a genuine like perspective of somebody. I have so many friends that are in the music business and I love them so much. I think what they do is incredible. And
Right.
but I am not musically inclined at all. I love being there. Like I will wear an I'm with the band tee. I'll show up. Like I'll
I
be
love it.
early. I love it. But what is it like having, do you have carved out who you are as a person from Saint Heart? Is there a difference of this public figure versus who you are as a person? Is that wrapped up in an identity of a name change? What does that process look like for you? I'm just genuinely curious. I've always been interested in that.
Well, as Hard Hayes, I was doing tribal pop music. I was known in the Native American community. I would go to the powwows and perform at the casinos, perform, and I was known for that genre. I wanted to open my base up for the whole world, and I wanted to express myself through my sexuality, and I didn't have that opportunity as Hard Hayes because I only had a certain genre that I was following. But once I became Saint Heart, it was during COVID, and it just actually, no, it was before COVID. I became an actress during COVID. That's what happened. But yeah, I was able to wear the color wigs that I want. I didn't have this one look. Like I've always been inspired by Lady Gaga and Cher, and I think they're just amazing. And I think they're the icons that I look up to because they sing, they act, they like to change their look all the time, and I just love that about them. And I strive to be like them. That's where I want my career to be, is like Cher and Lady Gaga, win Academy Awards and Grammys. Like that would be the ultimate dream. But I would just say that it was hard at first because once you rebrand yourself, people are like, wait a minute, aren't you that person? And it took a while, but I think me attending the Grammys was like it. Like everyone saw me, blonde hair, walking the Grammy carpet next to Gaga and J-Lo, and I was just like right there in between them, and I was like, that's Saint Heart. That's no longer Hard Hayes, that's Saint Heart. And I think that's what transitioned me into it, and I think that's what made people accept me as Saint Heart.
That's so awesome. I love that it seems like you said earlier, rejection is protection. I'm a huge believer in that more this year now more so than ever, to be honest with you. So the fact that you had that opportunity, and it's kind of like divinely aligned too, like you have that opportunity to be standing there, like you said, as this new person, as Saint Heart, and you're there even among your idols like that. I think that that's really neat that you had that like sounds like an aha moment, and it sounds like it's like a yes, this is correct, and it sounds like too you stepped away from the other version was a good version, but now you're in a more freedom, a free space to be able to express yourself. Also,
Exactly.
that kind of brings us to our next topic. We have your song Girls, and it's
Yes.
been a very big hit this year. Congratulations with the release of this song. I think it's a really great song. I think
Thank you. Thank you so much.
yeah, you actually, okay, so this is gonna take a second to explain. I was looking through your materials. So you did a re-release, you did a collab with an international DJ, High Five. I went
Yes.
to college with his brother. I know Jordan very well.
No
So I
way.
was
That's
laughing so hard
amazing.
when I saw that. Yeah, so what did that he's very talented. What did that process look
Very.
for you?
I found him, I was searching for DJs. I was reaching out to people and I was like, I really want to do an international remix for this song. And a friend had recommended him and said he remixed my song, and I checked it out. I was like, wow, he's super talented. Reached out to him. I said, hey, do you like the song? Do you want to remix it? Let's collab. And he's like, I love the song. And he gave me like maybe two turnarounds, like, but it was perfect. And I was like, this is so awesome. I want to bring this to the Abbey. I want to bring this to all the clubs. Like, and I mean, we got way more music to do together, honestly. Like, he's awesome. But yeah, it was a big hit, and the club is a really big hit. It's actually going to be in a film that it's coming out in March on Paramount Plus called Alien Storm.
Oh,
I am actually playing a role in that movie as well.
mhm.
And the song will be in the DJ scene.
That is so cool how you managed to do. I'm so excited. Also, that
Yeah.
just makes me excited for him to. Oh, I could cry. That is so cool. I was
Yes.
losing my mind when I looked on your Instagram. I was like, this is so funky how this ended up like working. I literally his brother was like one of my best friends in college. We still go back and forth, but like So cool how that ended
That's
up.
amazing. It just shows you never know. Small world, right?
Very small, so tiny. So I want to talk about Alien Storm. Obviously, like I mentioned too, you are an actress as well. You have a lot of credits to your name, and I love that you have really you've dominated both of the spaces, and you're doing it very well. A couple of things. I want to talk about how you're balancing that, but before we get to that, I want to ask you about Alien Storm and what that looked like. I mean, huge opportunity there. That's amazing, and it's coming out in March. So whatever you can tease, I want to open that space for.
Yeah, so Alien Storm, I played a waitress that these aliens come and they attack the city. But I have a scene where I'm actually fighting an alien, and I have not seen any of the dailies, but I'm so excited to see it because it's like I'm on screen with this amazing creature. They made these creatures just for this movie. So it was just like when I saw it, I was like, whoa, I really am scared of this thing, you know? And it's Tom Arnold's in it, Kevin Sorbo's in it. It's by the Mahal Empire. They're guys out of Las Vegas. I reached out to them. I saw that's another thing as an actress. If you see something, go for it. I saw they posted a GoFundMe, and I was like, I'm gonna reach out to them and see if they have an extra role that might fit mine. Just randomly. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. And I sent them my IMDb, sent them my reel, and they're like, actually, we do have a part for you. And I'm like, wow, okay, praise God. That's amazing. You know, it's like you never know. You just have to try. Think outside the box and you will be so surprised. Like he said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get because honestly, that is the truth of life. If you just try, I mean, I could have got it denied and I'd been like, oh, well, that was a failure, but oh, well, next. But they included me in 2 more films. So from that point on, you just got to try. You got to believe in yourself and you got to try and and just be humble. That's all
Mhm.
I can say. But Alien Storm was such a fun shoot. We shot it in Vegas
And
and it was so much fun. I stayed at the Circus the whole time, and it was a circus. It was
oh my
pretty
gosh,
fun.
Circus is wild. I grew
Yeah,
up going to
exactly.
I grew up
Yeah.
going to well, I started going to Vegas around like 17. We stopped going when I turned 21. I was like, well, guys, this is backwards.
Yeah.
But this is mom backward. But we went from like 17 and then up until about 20. So there were like 3 summers in a row. And we tried to make it a point where we could, we were in the position where if we could stay at a couple hotels, we would try just to get the experience of them all. The first one that I ever stayed in though was Circus.
It's wild.
Wild
It's
hotel.
wild.
It's
Yeah.
fun. It's very fun. You won't forget it. That's for sure. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I love that. Also, perfect setting for shooting for the film, obviously for being in Vegas. I mean, that's like as soon as you go outside of the strip there, it looks like it's a
We
desert.
shot at this huge house and it had an underground house.
You're
And we
kidding.
shot it was like a bunker. It was like insane and it was made that way. And it was like 2 houses on top of each other. One was under, and the bunker is where we shot most of the stuff. The aliens were down there and everything. It was just an incredible house. I've never seen anything like it. And if you just look out, you wouldn't even know there's another house under it. So like if anything happens, that guy is set, you know, he's like he's got an underground bunker with everything in it. And yeah, it
Wow.
was just a good experience all around. I can't wait to go to the premiere and see everybody because everybody was from different cities and states. And I made a lot of friends on that set. So yeah.
That is so awesome. I'm so happy for you. Also, this guy, that's one of those where it's like, somebody was connected to get to that house in some way, shape, or form. I have so many questions for that owner.
Exactly.
That was the thing. That is awesome. Well, I would love to open the floor to let you be able to plug anything else that you have up and coming, anything else that you can tease. I know we're at the end of the year. It's crazy to look and see that it's already Thanksgiving, but anything
It
that you
is.
have going on for the rest of this year or even into next year, obviously your film, but anything else, I would love to give you the floor.
Okay, so there's a lot going on.
Go for it.
On Christmas Day, a movie called Arena's coming out on it's a YouTube movie. I played the motherboard that's coming out. It's like a kids movie, but I played the intelligent motherboard, kind of like the Matrix
So
Oracle.
fun.
Yeah, so that's coming out. It was so much fun. There's like special effects and all kinds of stuff in it. January 1st, Lifeform is coming out. I played Xena, the communications officer, and that's going to be on all streaming platforms. That's with Dustin Ferguson. Also in January, I will be filming Seed Legacy. I'm not exactly sure what part because things are being switched around because it got picked up by a major studio. So there's
Awesome.
going to be, yeah, this is going to be like the biggest movie I've ever done. So I had the lead, but you know, things happen. That's movie people, how they work. That's cool.
Mhm.
I don't have too much detail on what role I have still, but I am definitely in that movie. This month, at the end of this month, which is in a couple days, I'm filming Alice's Madness in Wonderland, and I play the Queen of Hearts. So
Yes. Oh, I love that. That was such an unhinged scream, but I love the Queen. Like,
yes.
I love her. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
and like it's a thriller version, so it's gonna be like crazy
Oh,
madness, blood. The characters are over the top, and the makeup's insane, like cards in the neck, and oh, it's awesome. It's gonna be amazing. I actually just finished writing my own psychological thriller movie, and I'm so proud of myself. I've never wrote a film. It's a full feature. It's about 150 pages right now. I'm trying to narrow it down to
wow.
120, but I've been working on it for a while. I can't tell you the name of it because it's not
Okay.
registered yet, but I
Okay.
can tell you it's like the Equalizer meets Tarantino. So it's a
Ooh,
lot of action and a lot of blood. So
it's so cool. I've always like that would be a dream project from an actor's perspective for me to like go and work on a project like psychological thriller, horror, anything like that. Like romance is cute, but I would love to be able to.
yeah, you got to get crazy, you know? It's
Yeah,
like
that is so cool. Oh my gosh, you have so much I'm genuinely just so happy for you. And I love everything that you stand for. I think that you're such a positive beacon of light. And I think that that's really what we need in the world. And I just think that you have so much going on and you're awesome. You really, really are. I'm so
Thank
happy
you
to have
so
spoken
much.
to you.
I appreciate this. And my last thing is don't
Yeah,
limit yourself. Keep everything a possibility. Keep that quote and tell everyone because
I
it's
love
the
that.
truth.
I love that. Oh, I'm gonna have a note to my editor to flash that on the screen. You know, I love that. That is so sweet. Well, Saint, thank you so much for speaking with me today. Again, congratulations. We will have many more conversations. You have so many things to talk about and to continue to promote. So we'll definitely be talking again here soon. But thank you so much again for your time. Congrats.
Thank you. Once my film is registered,
Yes.
I will talk about my film because
Oh, yes.
it's a game changer.
I love that. Okay. Okay. Yes. Get it registered and then we'll have a part two.
Yes, yes, yes.
Also, if you would like to plug any social media accounts, I would love to give you the space to do that so our audience can keep up to date
Okay.
with.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Saint Heart Official on Instagram and TikTok, and you can check my movies out on IMDb and Amazon and Tubi. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for speaking with me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.